First off, congratulations, Payne. Welcome to Tampa.
Thank you
Um,
so much.
I it it seems like just in looking at your body of work at Purdue, it seems like you're comfortable both as an inline blocker, but also, lining up in the slot. Can you just kind of talk about all the different things you did in college?
Definitely. Yeah. Coach Brom and his offensive system kind of used me in a ton of ways. And I was very appreciative of that because I think it kind of gave me a lot of experience under my belt, just kind of all over the field, doing a little bit of everything. So I think I'm comfortable doing a couple different jobs.
I want to say you're second all time and the receiving touchdowns for your school. Can you just talk about being able, because that's not something every tight end's able to do, just being such a valuable scoring weapon.
Definitely. Kind of goes back to the system. Coaches that trusted me to be in that position. And then I had a heck of a quarterback, couple quarterbacks. But me and Aiden really had a great chemistry, and he trusted me in that position. So I was happy I could make those plays.
Yeah, just for you, like what happens down there in the red zone that just kind of allows you to be so effective?
Yeah, Ryan Wallace, my tight end coach, we had a rule where if we were inside the 25 and there was a ball in the air, then no one else is allowed to touch it. So if it's in the air, I think it's mine. So that's just kind of been drilled into my head, and I'll keep that going forward.
And how are you celebrating today as far as, who are you with? What was it like getting that phone call? What was the reaction from your loved ones?
Yeah, so this is I'm with my family. My parents are split up, so both remarried. Everyone's around. My mom lives in Bradenton, so she's kind of this whole process been praying for Tampa. So I went outside to take the phone call, and I kind of faked them out when I got back in. I was like, oh yeah, that was just some financial advisor calling me, just playing a little prank on them. But when it came across the TV, everyone was super excited. They're still partying out there. I hear them, so I'm looking forward to going and joining them. But I mean, it's awesome. I'm super grateful. Tampa's a great place. Yeah, my mom lives down there, so spent a ton of time down there, and I'm super excited to call that place home.
So Servassier Dennis, who was just selected right before you, he's got ties to St. Pete. So I feel like we're getting like the whole Bay Area covered here. And his family, his dad actually jumped on with us, was wearing a Bucs jersey today, a custom Bucs
He was
jersey.
ready to go.
So your
He,
families must have spoken this into existence.
100%. I got a praying mama. I got a couple Gronk jerseys from back in the day, so I could have slipped one on too. But yeah, I'm excited, man. I'm super excited.
Well, speaking of which, Gronk was a guy that could really do it all. I don't know if he still to this day gets enough credit for what he was able to do as a blocker,
Mm-hmm.
but just watching him, how did he kind of influence your career and the things that you do?
Yeah, he's the pinnacle of the game. It's something every kid watches, and he's the greatest tight end of all time. So watching him, I mean, you try to take everything from a guy like that because he had it figured out. So I'll continue to grow, continue to study, and just super excited to hopefully be a half of what he was.
Hey, Payne, I don't have to remind you, you had a touchdown catch in Mobile where they knocked your helmet off. And in the seconds afterward, you passed the ball to Cody Mauk, who's going to be your teammate here
Hmm.
with the Bucs. Did you guys get to know each other pretty well there in Mobile?
Yeah, super well. He's an awesome guy. I was happy for him when he got the call. Our parents met up in Mobile, and they're good friends now, even before this. So it's really cool. It's really special that I can be with people like that. And Cody's an awesome guy. Happy for him, and hopefully I will see him soon.
You guys could have a really young tight end room, and that the guys that are back, it's you and two rookies from last year, kind of all 25 and younger. Just want to ask you how much of a leadership role you already wearing at Purdue, being a guy that just produced as much as you have in 4 or 5 years there.
Yeah, I kind of grew into that leadership role at Purdue. Just kind of being an old guy around and having a lot of games under my belt. I think people kind of trusted me and gravitated towards me, and people saw my passion, how much I wanted to win. So I think that kind of naturally led people to me, and that's not going to change. I want to win games. I told Tampa at the combine, I'm coming wherever I'm going. I want to win a Super Bowl. That's my number one goal. So I'm just super excited to get in there and go to work.
What was it like for you, the wait? Because a lot of guys that are drafted on day three, it's really tough to have to wait that
Mm-hmm.
long to hear your name called.
Yeah, it was. I don't ever want to do it again, so I'm glad I don't have to. Yeah, it's you're kind of running through everything in your head, and you're saying what if, but I just really, like I said, I got a praying mama, and everyone just kind of believed in me, and I was around a great support system, and they didn't let me get down when I'm seeing other tight ends go or other people go. So just staying in the moment, and then let's just enjoy every second of it. So that's what I was trying to do, and just take it one step at a time, one pick at a time.
it's not just about being drafted by a team, it's about being drafted by the right team, right? So
Correct.
in your situation, just can you just kind of describe what it's like walking into this situation? It was already mentioned that the Bucs selected 2 tight ends this past year, but they have they still had a need there, right? They let go of 2 veterans. So there is still kind of that need there, and their new offensive coordinator this past year in Seattle, they used a ton of 2 tight end sets. So
Yeah, no, go ahead.
Oh, no, go ahead.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Cade and Co. I mean, I've watched a lot of Tampa football, so both great players, and I'm excited to get in a room with them and get close with them and work with them, and just excited to go through it. And I'm very happy about the opportunity that's in front of me.
Payne, forgive me. You said your mom's in Bradenton. Are you in Bradenton, or where are you today?
I'm not. My sister is in Charleston, and we all came here, so we're in Charleston, South Carolina.
Oh, great, thank you.
How long has your mom lived in Bradenton? What's her connection to the area?
Yeah, so I lived in England for a few years, and our next door neighbors were also Americans. And when we all moved back to America about the same time, they actually moved down to Bradenton. So my mom moved right when I left for college. So about 5 years now, she's been down there.
What was your favorite part about living across the pond, and what was the adjustment like coming back to the U.S. or coming over to the U.S. I should say?
I was super young. We got back when I was about 6 or 7. So I honestly don't remember too much. It's just one of my fun party tricks that in the 2 truths and a lie that I can say I lived in England. So
what are the other party tricks? Are you allowed to say them?
That's my only one, I promise.
Oh, okay. Anybody else?
Congrats, Payne. You mentioned before that Rob Gronkowski was one tight end that you've watched. Are there any other tight ends that you've maybe modeled your game, taken things away from?
Yeah. So all my coaches at Purdue were at Western Kentucky before Purdue, and they coached Jack Doyle, who was a longtime Colts player. And I think there's some similarities there between him and I. And me and him have a great relationship now. We talk all the time. So I always tried to kind of study him because the same coaches that coached him coached me, and they said there was a connection there. So just a real technician of the game, does everything right. Maybe not the best athlete on the field. And so I just saw that and knew what he did to become successful could work for me as well.
Hey, Payne, how would you best describe your play style for Tampa Bay Buccaneers fans?
I would say old school and gritty. I know I'm not the flashy guy, and that's not who I want to be. I'm not going to pretend to be something I'm not. I'm going to try to get in people's faces, and then I'm going to try to catch touchdowns, and that's who I am. That's what I want to do.
What would it mean for you to be able to have the opportunity to connect with Gronk, who still is very much around in this area?
Yeah, that'd be a dream come true for me for sure. That'd be awesome. I'm hoping it happens. That'd be really cool.
Thank you so much. Congratulations.
Thank you guys very much.